Guys, what if you could get success in the thing that you're trying to accomplish as well as enjoy the whole process at the same time? Well, that's the concept that we're going to be going into in this video, how to playfully navigate the game that you're trying to win, whether it be if you're a content creator or an e-commerce dude or you're in stocks, whatever it may be. This is my blueprint on how I'm working on my content, coaching, and selling the book that I just wrote, brand new book called Unavoidable. Find that down there if you're interested. And I've done all this stuff in the most fun way, where I take the pressure off, just enough pressure off to enjoy the process. So if that sounds good, let's get right into it. So the first thing we need to keep in mind is we're gonna take the process of improving in whatever area that you want and trying to achieve your goals. We're gonna take that a little less serious than the average person would naturally take it. So how we do this is you identify that putting too much importance into something that you are trying to accomplish is going to do the opposite, because you're basically putting out into the universe or into your world, you're basically putting out, I haven't accomplished this, I want to accomplish this, and you basically get back what you put out. This principle happens with a lot of things. So if you put out that you don't have the thing you're trying to get and you want it, it's going to elude you. So that's the first thing you need to keep in mind. That extra pressure is excess importance in disguise, and it's going to make all the things you're trying to accomplish elude. So keep that in mind. That's the first thing. And then once you realize this, you'll start to realize that letting that pressure off is actually the prerequisite for success. Now let me explain a little bit. Now letting that pressure off leads to the success, and it's not the other way around. Success doesn't lead to peace of mind. You have to find peace of mind first and let off that pressure, and then that'll lead you to success, because like I was saying, it helps with getting rid of that excess importance, because you're just taking a breath and relaxing into the process. And when you do this, you don't have that extra pressure that basically stamps out creativity. Because when you're trying to improve your life or build a business, anything that you're building yourself up, it takes a level of creativity to navigate through that and to see results. And when you put that extra pressure on, it stamps out that creativity, because you're just trying to force something in, and that's not how creativity works. Creativity works when you ease off, let go a little bit, but keep enough pressure on so you take action. And how I do this, how I add the pressure in to keep taking action, is I increase my standards, my standard of quality for the work that I do, and just standards in general, like all across the board. So I have a high standard for, looking after myself, health, physique, appearance, the way that I portray myself to the world and everything. And when you do all this stuff, you have a high level of standard for everything. It raises it in everything. It just becomes like that through everything. It's basically, there's a saying, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And that's what I'm trying to give you guys in that message, in that regard for that. So keep that in mind when you're going through the process. Keep those standards high. And then I think we're going to end it on one last thing that's super important, and it's this. So when you work on the things that you want to accomplish and yourself, in a playful manner where you're not taking it too serious and you're just lighthearted about things, what you'll see happen is you'll have less worry and less anxiety on things, which that allows you to keep the energy that you need to get the things that you want to get done. So if you're worrying all the time, if you're trying to push and you're tiring yourself out, you're going to get halfway through the day and you're going to be exhausted and you're not going to get as much things done. The quality's not going to be there because you're trying to force stuff. So what navigating things in a playful manner will do is it'll keep your energy maxed out. It'll keep it up into the green, and you'll be able to do more stuff, and you'll be able to just complete all the things you need to do on a daily basis. You're not going to run yourself dry out of energy. So that's the big needle moving thing within all this stuff. It keeps your energy in check because you're not draining it trying to force things to happen. You're just doing what you need to do because you know what you need to do throughout the day to get the results. You just do them, you set it and forget it and relax, and you'll see results come. It'll just take some time. So throughout all this stuff, the key thing to keep in mind is to keep your patience in check and just keep consistent with it, and then you'll see that all this stuff works. It just takes a little time when it comes down to it. So I hope you guys got something out of that. If you did, give a thumbs up. If you want to stay a while, I put out 5 videos each week. So I'd like to see you guys here for all the videos throughout the week. That'd be amazing. And if you want to get more deep into this stuff, then I have my new book that came out down in the description. And if you want to take it super serious, then I have coaching. You can also find that down there too. So thanks guys for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.